Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you are new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just to be notified of every single time that I upload. Now strap yourselves in, because I have a super lengthy video today, and that is because I'm going to be testing a bunch of new in Revolution beauty. I'm super excited for this because Revolution haven't brought out anything in like ages, and now all of a sudden they've brought in a load of new stuff and a brand new Y2K collection. So I did actually ask on my Instagram whether people wanted me to separate the new in, like just the regular new in stuff, to the Y2K. The vote was pretty much 50-50, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do one big fat video of testing everything. I'm going to try and show you all this without anything falling out, but I pretty much have every single brand new release by Revolution that they've launched kind of since December. The only thing I can think of that I'm missing is the like sparkly eyeliners. Everything else I have the entire Y2K collection, the new baked highlighter, skin silk, even the Revolution Pro night cream. I've got a bunch of stuff here that I have tested in today's video for you. So if you'd like to see all of the brand new Revolution makeup tested and also see what I think of them, then please keep watching. I've not been able to plug my mic in because it's making a buzzing sound, and I'm not having that throughout the entire video. So sorry if the sound is a little bit off or a little bit quiet. It might change throughout the video, but anyway, let's jump on into it. We have so much stuff to try and I cannot wait. That's it. I'm going to start off with this. This is new by Revolution Pro, and this is the Miracle Night Cream Supercharged Skincare. Now, as you all know, I absolutely love the original like marine cream. That is Elemis, the original Miracle cream, and I just thought, well, I absolutely love the normal one, so why not try the night cream. Packaging is exactly the same, except obviously it's got the like black packaging around the top, which I do appreciate. Even though it says night cream on the packaging, visually it's just satisfying that it's different packaging to the normal one. And I know this is a night cream and I'm filming it as a review, but you know, I've got to try these things. So visually it literally looks exactly the same as the normal one. I think this is £12, which is actually crazy. That's quite expensive for Revolution Pro, but I'm pretty sure the normal one was £10. I'm not really too sure. I'm sure I use a discount, got it for like £8 or something. So definitely use discounts where you can. I love a good discount. Now this is the texture of it. I don't know if it's just new and my one's been used for ages, but it has a slightly, this has a slightly thicker texture than the day cream. I think even if I had used it like a long time, it would still have the thicker texture. I mean, like, look at the way it sits on my face. Like the normal one is just like a tiny bit more sort of like liquidy. Oh yeah, this definitely feels a lot different, but to be honest, like I would expect it to feel different because it's a night cream and not a day cream. Oh my god, if you've got dry skin, you are gonna absolutely love this. It has a very different texture to the original cream. It's a lot more thicker. It's a lot more like plump looking and a lot more dewy as well. This is like the perfect like winter skincare product. Wow, it actually feels really nice. Next we have a primer to try. This is from the Y2K collection. This is the Hydra Bubble Healthy Skin Primer Serum. My skin is going to be so incredibly hydrated and dewy after today's video, let me tell you. So I absolutely love the packaging of this and like the theme. It's so pretty pink, and I love all the bubbles in here. Okay, so it kind of just looks like a clear like liquid, and it's very thin in consistency, quite lightweight and thin. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, maybe because it is a serum, that's why it's a lot thinner. Yeah, I do like this because it has a really nice thin texture to it. And I think this paired with like a poreless like T-zone primer for me would actually work really nicely, especially at this time of year. They've definitely brought this out at the right time. Am I going to reach for it all the time? Probably not, just because I do normally use like matte and poreless primers, but I do go through phases when my skin is more dry, especially in winter months, so I'll definitely get my use out of that. Okay, this is the new foundation by Revolution. This is the Skin Silk. I have done a full dedicated first impressions to this foundation, so if you want to see a more in-depth review of this, definitely go and check out that video. I didn't, however, do a wear test in that video, and that's because I said I was going to do it in this one. And basically what I did is I wore this all day on Monday this week, basically so I could document my makeup throughout the day and see when it starts to get oily with this foundation. So while I'm applying the foundation, I had this on for about 7 or 8 hours, and to be honest with you, it kind of just like performed how I suspected it was going to perform. Just because where this is like a hydrating, like serum-y type of foundation, I didn't think at all that it was going to last like an entirely long time, just because, as I said in the video, I have oily skin. If you've not watched that video, this smells like watermelon. It's absolutely beautiful, and it has really nice like medium coverage. As you can see, I mean, I also have got hydrating products on underneath, so it probably makes it even more glowy, but I do have a glow and a dewiness to the skin, but that is also thanks to the foundation. Now, I'm not gonna lie, even after 4 hours of wearing this foundation, it did still look really nice. I was definitely like a little bit oily, but it was more of that like natural, like radiant glow rather than like an oily slick like mess. And then I think once it got to like the sort of 6 hour mark, that's when my oils really started to come through, so I did powder, and then after that I did keep it on for a little bit longer, and it still looked really nice. So for this foundation, I definitely love how it looks on my skin. I love how it feels on my skin because it's super lightweight, but I will not be reaching for this for long makeup days, just because I didn't think it would anyway. It's clues in the name, luminous serum foundation. I didn't think it was going to last long, so it's not the foundation's fault that I won't be reaching for it for a long makeup day, because I actually just love the foundation, like first impressions and application, and after I've just put it on, it's just that I just can't wear it for like hours and hours on end, and that's absolutely fine. If you're wondering, I did use the shade F2, and yeah, that's pretty much my roundup thoughts on the foundation. I would definitely reach for it again, but just not when I need to rely on my makeup to last a very long time. Okay, so I've just popped on my IRL concealer. I love it because it just adds a little bit of extra coverage to the skin that the foundation doesn't offer. Next up, we have a liquid blush. This is a blush bomb, and this is another product part of the Y2K collection. They do already have a blush bomb like range. I actually have all of them. I absolutely love them, and I'm so excited to see more shades added to the collection. So there's this one here, which is the shade That's Fly Nude, and then I believe there's a pinky one as well, which is in my basket. I'm definitely going to get that. Now, the blush bombs are actually one of my favourite products by Revolution, so I'm very happy about this. This is the nude colour. It's absolutely beautiful, just a stunning like neutral blush colour. Not one that I would typically reach for, but I mean, it does look very beautiful in the bottle, so hopefully it translates on the skin. Now, I love these blush bombs because they do have that more like thinner sort of serum-y type of formula. And I'm going to take my Mitchell MF4 brush and blend it out. Can you see how it looks scary at first, but literally as soon as you blend it in, it just completely melts, and it really shears out as well. So if you are a person who doesn't love a super pigmented like liquid blush, I would definitely recommend these. Like, they're absolutely beautiful. I definitely prefer using a brush with these because a sponge will literally just soak up all of the pigment. I'm definitely getting the other one. I can't not have one missing from the collection. Like, I have to have every single one, but I definitely recommend this blush formula. It's absolutely beautiful on the skin. And yeah, I really like this colour. I forgot to talk about prices. So this primer is £9.99, which is actually quite expensive, but you can use Lucy's code to get 20% off. The foundation is £10.99, which I did discuss in my Skin Silk review, and that is quite spenny, but again, discount code. And the blush bomb is £5.99, so a little bit more affordable and absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to show you this. So next, again, from the Y2K collection, we have this. This is the Cherry Bake Loose Powder. So straight away, I just want to say this maybe is a Huda Beauty dupe. I know every brand is coming out with a pink powder, but I think because of like the cherry name, maybe is supposed to be like a bit of a dupe. I'm not sure, but oh my god, that is not even the best part. Look at this powder puff. I'm sorry. Is that a literal joke? How cute is this? It's like the tiniest little like heart shaped powder puff. I'm just not entirely sure if this colour's gonna work for me. It's a little bit more on like the darker pink of loose powders. I've definitely got other ones in my collections that are a lot more brightening than that, so we shall see. Oh my god, it smells super sweet. This is what the powder looks like, if it wants to focus. There you go. That is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm just not sure this is gonna work, but I'm gonna tap some on the powder puff. I'm fully using this, I don't care. And I'm gonna tap the excess off on my hand. I'm gonna use this. Oh guys, yeah, it's definitely too dark for me. Well, definitely too dark for my under eyes anyway. Yeah, this is definitely too dark for me, which is a shame because I really wanted to love this. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with pink powders. I pretty much need it to be like specifically a brightening pink powder to work for my skin, just because I am so fair. I think maybe if you've got a medium to deep skin tone, this is going to work really nicely on you. But even light, I don't know, it might be a bit too dark for you. I'm not sure. But basically, yeah, if you have got a fair skin tone, this is going to be a little bit too dark for you. I'm going to go in with the translucent like pressed powder by Revolution, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with it and hopefully see if I can brighten these under eyes. Okay, I've tried to save it as best as I can. I definitely still look a little bit too dark under my eyes, but I did try to save it. I did try going in with Jordana Tisha Flossy. This is their like brightening pink powder. Like, look how pale that is. Definitely the type of vibe that I need for my sort of skin tone. I'm absolutely gutted the shade doesn't work for me, but you know, it is what it is. Definitely in the future they need to bring out like a brightening cherry bake shade. That would be amazing. I was going to add some blush to this, but I don't think I need it. I have this Colourpop one here in the shade Kiss and Tell. It's from like an older like Valentine's Day collection, which is quite fitting because Valentine's Day is coming up. I might just put a touch on because it is a nice like neutrally shade, but honestly I don't really need much because that blush bomb was quite pigmented on its own actually. Okay, my favourite part. So they brought out a new highlighter. These are called the Beam Bright highlighters and they come in I think 5 shades. I have the lightest one here, which is called Diamond Glow. Now they are quite a small compact and they retail for £6.99, so £7 basically, which I mean is quite expensive for a little highlighter like this, but I must say the quality is really good. I did do a separate TikTok review on this, so 10 points to Gryffindor if you did already watch it, but I'm obviously going to include it in this video because it is new, and if you don't watch TikTok then you can see this bad boy in action. So as you can see, it is like a baked highlighter. It's just absolutely stunning. I wasn't sure whether this is a Rare Beauty dupe or not. I definitely need to see if they are, because that would be pretty sick if it is a dupe. Honestly, this is beautiful. So I'm just going to take the highlighter on my brush. It has like the tiniest bit of like kickback, but I think that is because it is that more like baked highlighter. And then, oh, just look at that. Just look at that. I definitely need more shades of this. There's like a gold one that I definitely need to grab. But 9 times out of 10, like Revolution don't let me down with highlighters, and they definitely did not let me down with this one. So I'm very happy. If you're like me and you love a beautiful, blinding, like pingy highlighter, you are going to love these. Okay, so they haven't brought out like a new setting spray, so I'm just going to use the IRL one just to set my face in place. Okay, next we're going to move on to eyes. We have a brow pencil, 3 eyeshadow palettes, and a mascara. So let's get on it. We need to sort these brows out. So they brought out this new product. This is the Fluffy Brow Filter Duo. So this actually retails for £7.99, so £8. Again, that's quite expensive for Revolution, to be honest with you. But again, don't forget Lucy's discount code. And just for reference, I got the shade Ash Brown because I always feel like light brown pulls a little bit too warm, and I definitely prefer the cool toned brows. So on this side, you have a really nice thin little wand. I really appreciate how small that wand is with the like clear brow gel. And then this is what the brow pencil looks like. It is very different to like typical brow pencils. As you can see, it has a super thin edge like this, and yeah, it just looks so interesting. It basically helps you create those really thin like hairline strokes, and I'm not the best at brows, but you know, I'm going to try, so let's just go for it. This is definitely a brow pencil I need to get used to, because this is not a shape I can grasp straight away. I can tell just by like the way I'm trying to hold it. I'm not sure if I'm a lover of the colour either. I feel like it does pull a little bit more grey than I'd like it to, rather than like being just like a cool toned brown. It is kind of a little bit greyish, but not too bad. I can definitely get away with the colour. I do really like the applicator. It's different, don't get me wrong, but it does really create those really thin hair strokes, which is not really something I've ever really been able to do, even with like a super thin brow pencil. So I do actually really like this. And then I just love how thin this brow gel like wand is. I must say though, this brow gel is actually working really nicely to stand my hairs up. Can you see that? This is the ultimate hold brow setter, so I think that's probably why the brow hairs look like this, but this is what they look like. You know, please don't judge me. My brows need to be plucked. You know, I'm not the greatest at brows. I never have been. That's why I get microbladed, because I don't really have much brow hair and stuff like naturally. It definitely takes a little bit longer than my usual brow routine, but that's probably because I'm not used to a brow pencil like that, but I can definitely get on board with it. Okay, next for palettes, I mean, Revolution have gone all out. There's actually 3 palettes in this collection. So firstly, we have this one, which is the Naughty's Angel palette. Like, of course, I mean, I had to buy everything anyway, because I love reviewing everything for you guys, but the fact that this is called Angel, like Naughty's Angel, I had to. So this is what it looks like. It only has 2 matte shades in here, and the rest are shimmer, but it is very Y2K. Like, Y2K is a very like shimmer heavy like sort of era. Next we have this. This is called the 2000s Call-In like palette. It's actually a phone, which is so cool. So you just open it up like this. I actually had a phone like many years ago that was like literally just like this, a pink flip phone. This is what the colours look like in the palette. There's also a mirror in here, and like the fact that this is just a full-on phone is absolutely amazing. Like, I love it. And then if that wasn't enough, they also brought out a Forever Flawless palette for the collection called Dreamer, and this is what the palette looks like. It's actually very, very stunning. I had a little bit of drama with this palette. I'd actually ordered on PLT originally, but it comes smashed like twice, and then I finally managed to get one that was not smashed. So just a pre-warning, do not order this palette on Pretty Little Thing, because it will come smashed. My eyes are all primed. I just used my Revolution Super Base Eye Primer. I think I'm going to start off with the Phone palette, and I'm going to take number 5, which is this pink colour. I mean, the pigment is really nice, considering it is a literal, you know, foam palette. Next, I'm going to go into the Dreamer palette, and I'm going to take this colour here, which is called Peeps. I'd say out of the 3 palettes, I definitely prefer this Dreamer palette, just because it's just got bigger, it's more shade options, and just the aesthetic of it I think is just a little bit more better basically, and the other 2 are maybe catered towards like someone of like the sort of younger audience. But again, saying that, I love the foam palette. I think I'm going to have to use the same palette and use this shade. This is called BFF. I thought that was a matte in this palette, but it's actually a shimmer. I'll definitely come back to it for that deep shade. The mattes are a little bit on the like powdery side, but I mean, they seem to be going on really nicely. I am going to add a tiny bit of depth with the Naughty's like Angel palette, just so I'm using a bit of everything. So this is just going to go a little bit in my outer corner. I'm going to go back in with Peeps from the Forever Flawless palette, just because I feel like it's got lost a little bit and I just want to add it back. And then I'm going to take the white from the foam palette just at the top edges, because I feel like I need to blend it still a little bit. Okay, so that's the sort of like cutesy matte like lid moment. Now we're going to douse our lids in shimmer. So I think I'm going to start off with Mood, which is marbly one. I'm going to take up my finger. I'm a little bit worried about this, but I don't think it feels that too much of a putty shade. So I'm literally gonna douse it on. That is like the main shimmer on the lid, and now I'm gonna go into the foam palette, and I'm gonna take this like pinky, almost kind of like bronzy sort of shade. I'm just gonna blend that on the outer edges to blend into the like the brown and the pink matte. I mean, that shimmer's not super pigmented, to be honest with you. It looks like it is that more like putty texture. I don't know if you can tell that as well, which is not my favourite. I definitely love the phone more for the packaging and the aesthetic rather than the actual like palette, if that makes sense. So don't just buy this for the sake of it like me, just because it's a phone. I mean, I'm also reviewing it for you guys just so I help you out of whether to buy things or not. But yeah, I definitely would only really buy this if you're looking to have like a cute little foam palette, or if you do generally love the colours in here. I mean, the matte shades I think worked really nicely. I just think the shimmers are going to be that really like putty shimmer formula, which you all know I really do not like. The mattes are really lacking in all of these palettes, so I'm just going to take a little bit more of that BFF shade just on my lower lash line, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's really going to show up. And because it's not showed up, I'm basically just going to take a little bit more of that dark brown just from the Naughty's Angel palette, just to like create a little bit of dimension on that outer lower lash line, just like that. Again, I don't want too much because Naughty's makeup is very, you know, soft pastely, sort of shimmery heavy, but yeah, that is what it looks like. For the inner corner and brow bone, I'm going to take the Naughty's Angel palette, and of course I'm going to take this shade here. Okay, so this is the finished eye look using all three of the palettes from the Y2K collection. These two are definitely my favourite from the collection, more so this Forever Flawless one. I also love this one because it could be quite an easy palette to just chuck in your handbag, you know, if you just want to use a matte shade in your like crease, and then you've got a load of shimmers to choose from. This one, as I said, I just love because of the fact that it's a foam, to be honest with you, but would I reach for this again? Probably not. Okay, last eye product. We have a brand new mascara, which is super exciting. This is called the Whisperify False Lash. This retails for £9.99, and I absolutely love the packaging of this. So this is what it looks like, and then this is the wand. It has a really nice like thin compact. It's not too like big and bulky, and the brush actually looks really nice. It says it's like a 2-in-1 sort of mascara, lash boosting formula, nourishing. So it has shorter bristles on one side, longer bristles on the other. People said it lasts all day. Lashes look multiplied after using it. Gave their lashes volumized lash look. I think it is meant to be that more sort of like everyday like false lash effect mascara. But let's see what we think, because I feel like I am quite like fussy with mascaras, especially the ones I then go and reach for all the time. But let's see. Okay, so these are my lashes with the mascara, and at first I was like, this is just going to be another like standard natural looking mascara that I'm probably not going to reach for. But as you build this mascara, it gives you way more volume and it makes your lashes a little bit thicker, but not too much. It doesn't make your lashes clumpy or anything. I know I've made a little bit of a mess of it, but this is definitely, I mean, I wouldn't call this a clumpy mascara. I've got much clumpier mascaras like Bad Girl Bang. It's actually really surprised me. I love the wand because you can sort of like twist it around as you're applying it, because some areas of your lashes might not get enough product, but as you twist it, you're like constantly rotating it and adding like more volume and length to your lashes. But I really like this. Certainly much more than I thought I was going to anyway. I feel like Revolution have nailed how to do a really good mascara, and everyone they bring out I have been really impressed with. I'll definitely keep giving it a go, but as for first impressions, looks really good on my lashes and I really like it. Okay, onto the lips now. We actually have 3 lip products to talk about in today's video. We firstly have the pH Bomb Lip and Cheek Oil. I mean, I probably would not use a product like that on my cheek, but I'll definitely use it on my lips. Then we have the Sweet Bomb lip gloss. This is the one that's part of the Y2K collection. And then we also have a sneaky new product by Revolution that's not actually on their website yet. It's on Superdrug. I'm not sure when these are coming out, but this is called the Pout Tint. And this looks like a more like pigmented lipstick that then leaves a tint on your lips. So I'm very excited. I think firstly I'm going to swatch both of these tints just to see what they look like on the skin. So this is the PH Bomb. I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with these now where they look like clear at the beginning, but then over time, as you can see, it's starting to change to like a really pretty like pink sort of colour, and it's supposed to like go really well with your skin tone. So that's the light sort of clear lip oil. And then the Pout Tint, this is in the shade Nude Dreams. This one has a little bit more of like a thicker texture of formula, and this one looks, yeah, it just looks like a typical like velvety sort of lipstick, but those are what they look like. As you can see, it has a really pretty like subtle tint, and then I'll leave them to sit there for a second. I'll wipe them off and then you'll be able to see the tint. I just swatched both of these and the Pout Tint didn't leave any sort of tint, which I mean, I thought that's exactly what it would have done. So I think I'm going to leave these to sit on my hand for a little bit longer just so you can truly see what the tints look like. I'm firstly going to start off with the Pout Bomb. I mean the PH Bomb. This is £5.99. I love that the doe foot's pink. And yeah, I'm just going to... I think I'm just going to put this on, leave it on, and then take it off. That smells really, really nice. But can you see how it's already tinting my lips? That like really subtle, like natural pinky shade. That is really pretty for every day. If you don't want to put like an actual lipstick on, but you want to keep your lips like nourished and hydrated and still look like you've got something on but you've not really, this would be a really good product. I know like a lot of brands are doing these now. I think MUA's got one as well, and it just looks really nice and everyday, which is perfect. And then I'm just going to take this lip oil off because it's probably going to counteract with the Pout Tint. And then this is what's left over on my lips. I mean, I'd say my natural lips are definitely quite pigmented naturally, but you can see where the colours stay like around my actual lip line. Okay, so that's a lot better. You have to definitely keep these on for a little bit longer if you want to see the tint. This has a nice baby pink natural colour, and then this one obviously has the nude ones. They've got a few shades of these Pout Tints. Yeah, Pout Tints. I think there's about 4 or 5 shades. There is quite a nice selection. So next I'm going to pop on this Pout Tint. I think this would be perfect for like actually going out, because imagine you're like going out or eating or something like that and your lipstick starts to wear off but there is a tint left underneath that. Like, I think that's a really good idea. Okay, so this is the Pout Tint. It has that more like glossy, like sheeny sort of finish to it. I don't really know what I was expecting from these, to be honest. Obviously I've seen nothing of them because they've just sneakily launched on Superdrug, but it does feel really thin and lightweight on the lips. I love this shade. There was really nice, there was like a mauvey tone, I think deeper colours as well. It's really, really nice shade selection. I would definitely use this for like going out for dinner and stuff, because like the like PH Bomb, even if you're eating and like the actual like formula of it itself is coming off, you're going to be left with a tint, so that you're still going to have the colour there, which I really like. I feel like these like tinty sort of products are definitely in at the moment, so it's nice to see a couple of like different formulas by Revolution. And then finally we have the Sweet Bomb, which looks like this. I absolutely love the little like diamantes around the lid. It's definitely noughties vibes. I absolutely love that. It has really pretty shimmer reflex in it. There's a few shades of this as well. I got Vanilla Ice White Halo. I'm probably going to get a lot of like nude come off on the wand, but it's okay, I can wipe it off. So let's pop this on and see if it sort of like makes this a little bit more sheeny. These smell so nostalgic, and I cannot put my finger on what this smells like. It's so annoying. I don't know if it's like a beauty product from back in the day. I have no idea, but I just absolutely love the scent. Okay, so that is the lip gloss on top. Let me just have a little look. Oh, you can definitely see the little shimmer particles in it, which makes me very happy because then it's just a nice, pretty, shimmery lip gloss. I feel like shimmery lip glosses are also a thing as well, so Revolution are definitely jumping on the trends. To be honest, I don't really reach for lip glosses a lot, but this is super pretty and nice and affordable. I'm not really too sure how much product's in these, but I'm pretty sure someone in my Patreon group said this only had like a few mil in there, so I'll just bear that in mind. I don't think you get a ton of product in these, and they do retail for £6. Whew, that is all of the products tested in today's video. I did a full face of new in Revolution, including the brand new Y2K collection. So this is what my makeup is looking like with all the products. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts on everything I tried today. Please let me know in the comments. Revolution have been real quiet for ages, pretty much ever since the like Halloween-y sort of launches, because they launch their Christmas stuff like super early. Nothing really launches around November and December, but they are picking it back up again, and I'm super excited because I've missed doing Revolution reviews, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this. I think we've had quite a nice video today. The only product that I was truly disappointed in was the Cherry Bake powder. It's just too dark for me, so please Revolution, bring out a brightening pink, like loose, like brightening powder. I would absolutely love that. I'm going to wrap this up here because I think it's going to be a super long one. If you did enjoy this video, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Again, comment down below, let me know what you think of the products I tested out today. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!